Hello, my name's Andy and I'm a vaporholic. Yes, welcome to my first page of my Rebuildable Diary. I got my first one and now I have 4. So I just thought I'd walk you through my collection to date. These are the first 2 that I got here, this one and this one. These are AGA-Ts. I had mixed results with those because if you haven't got into rebuildables yet, the thing you will discover is that they do have a massive learning curve, and I would like to think, just creeping my way up the bell curve. I can get them now all working, but it has taken a lot of fiddly faffy to get to there, and a lot of very kind people on the forums have helped me out an awful lot, and I thank them wholeheartedly for that. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to do this diary, was so I can, in a small way, people can watch from my, learn from my mistakes and hopefully get the most they can out of their rebuildable atomizers. So after mixed results with the AGA-T, I decided to go for the Cyclon V2 Genesis atomizer, and I got mine from Cloud9 Vaping, and because it's upside down fed, I figured the wick couldn't help but be wet. So let's take this apart right now. There you go, you can see the device. I've already unscrewed that a little bit, and there is the juice tank, and you can see it's a little bit sort of soggy. The device heats up, it forms condensation. Now the device, when it's all together, has not leaked ever. It just gets a bit of condensation on the tank in there. It comes with 2 tanks. It comes with a plastic tank and this lovely metal tank, and the engineering and the tolerances are absolutely fantastic. It's built very, very well. Right, let's plow on and get this thing broken down some more. Now the juice is feeding down onto the coil and the wick, which is in here. Whoa, that is bent. And if you look in there, you can see that that hole is where the wick is supposed to go into and therefore get fed by the tank. This, incredibly, because of the way it's designed, does not leak at all. The only juice leaking issues I've had is if I've wound the wick too tight and it's not completely obscuring that little hole in there. That said, there is a bit of juice in there, but when this thing fires up, it's spitting juice all inside there like a crazy spitty thing. So I'm going to put this back together now and give it a vape. Despite that wick being a little bit bent and a little bit weird, rest assured that this vapes really, really well. Works like a charm. It works like a charm. So, am I saying this is the one to go for? Well, because the coil is at the bottom, it is a lot more faffy to set up. It took me 4 or 5 goes to get this working, because when you start, it's like trying to knit a jumper with boxing gloves on. That's what it felt like to me. It is incredibly frustrating, and this is where the fantastic vaping community comes into its own. I found at least 10 videos, different people doing different things, using different techniques to get what I'm doing now. Have I used one person's advice completely? No, I do what works for me, and this, at the moment, is my rebuildable of choice. So really, my first rebuildable diary has to end with that thought, is rebuildables are only as good as the amount of time that you are willing to invest in them. With a little bit of tinkering and a little bit of help from my friends on the forums, I have got fantastic results out of the AGA-T, which is £29. This is £69 and it's working as well. With a rebuildable, it's as good as you're willing to make it. That's it, really. That's where I'm at with rebuildables. The other thing with rebuildables is you can't stop tinkering with them. You think, maybe the next coil will be just that little bit better. No burnt taste, fantastic flavour. No nuts either. I suppose the only thing I can do now is rewick it.
So next week I'll be looking at wire and getting kinky with coils.